What's going on, folks? Justin Phillip here. Just wanted to check in and give you a little update on some of the things that were in my unboxing video, if you got to see any of those. Some of you already mentioned in the comments about this G Drive mobile SSD. I was gonna try to use this. However, it works for ProRes only, so you can't really do RAW on this. With the latest Blackmagic RAW or BRAW update, it works with the lower quality ones, but not with the higher quality, like 3:1 or Q0, for instance, would not work with this. So I just ditched it altogether and said, okay, that's not gonna work. Don't watch my my BMC unboxing video and think that that G Drive will work for you, because it won't. Unless you wanna do ProRes only, well, then you should be fine. However, I went with another option, and I have a gang of these Atomos caddies with SSDs inside of them from my Ninja Inferno days, and that's what I ended up using. I ended up using a 512 gigabyte one for my my BRAW camera test. That was just a fun shoot that I did handheld, just because I wanted to go out and shoot some stuff. So inside of this Atomos caddy is a SanDisk Extreme Pro Mark II SSD, and it's basically just an internal SSD that would normally go inside of like a PC tower. And I would just buy these offline. I'd always buy like the highest ones that had the highest read and write speeds for my Ninja Inferno. So I had some of these laying around, and I had one of these SATA to USB-C cables that I actually use for our PC. The PC is our main editing computer that we built. The main reason why I've kept these SSDs around is because they're great for editing and swapping files in between the Mac and the PC. It's basically an awesome ass external drive that never needs to be formatted. It just goes back and forth between PC and Macs, and it just worked out great. It also seemed to work great on the BMPCC4K. I just had this little SATA cable, and I kind of rigged it up here kind of ghetto with a cell phone holder. And I put some gaff tape on the cell phone holder to keep it a little more tight. And then I use this little baby ICANN magic arm, or articulating arm. And yeah, and just a quick note on articulating arms. ICANN is one of my favorites. If you've been having trouble finding a really strong articulating arm, I know the Manfrotto ones are good, but they're like 3 times the price of the ICANN ones. The ICANN one is amazing. And I have just a little shorty here, but you can get a bigger one if you want. But yeah, and that seemed great. And this was about as low key as I could get when rocking this SSD caddy on here. And it worked okay. And you know what? It's not loose at all, because when I was recording those waterfalls out in the park the other day, I actually got rained on around the time that I was catching those koi fish. I started getting rained on, and I just hauled ass for the car because, you know, I was like, oh, my new gear, you know? But I didn't realize until I got home that night. I was like, hey, that SSD didn't even budge, and I was like hauling ass for the car. So it is strong on there, but my OCD is like really bothering me, because, you know, this is a cable, and then the power station is a cable, and then when my Shinobi's on here, there's another cable, and it's like, oh my God, I just can't handle all these effing cables, man. So I'm gonna be ditching the whole SSD idea, and my next investment is gonna be a few CFast cards. But I think the SSD option is cool and it's great, and congratulations to those of you that do fine with the little Samsung 1 terabyte with your little small rig holder. But that's just not for me, man. I don't like all the cables and stuff, and I have a job coming up where it's going to be 90% done on the steady rig, and I will be using this camera, and I just want it slim and sleek and compact as possible. So I'm going to be, you know, getting rid of all this extra crap that's on here. So CFast will be my investment for sure, but for now, I'll be rocking this ghetto-ass SSD assortment I have on here. Now, the next thing I wanted to report to you guys about this power station. It's amazing, I will say that right off the bat. Now, I'm not really gonna power all that other crap that I was showing you in my unboxing video. I was just demonstrating that, look, this thing is crazy, you can power 4 things at once, but I'm not really gonna be using it like that. I only wanted to power my BMPCC4K. That's all I was really interested in. But I had the camera running for about an hour and a half yesterday. Not continuous recording, but I was recording on all the different flavors of BRAW, you know, off and on, and didn't turn the camera off for a solid like hour and a half. And when I got done and checked these batteries, they both still had 80%. So I'm thinking two of these mid-sized MPFs on the power station will easily get you 5 to 6 hours. So if you have 4 of these MPFs in the power station, they're hot swappable, you're good, you can do a full day, no problem. I have no doubt in my mind about that. So the power station is kind of an awesome thing. I'm gonna be keeping this. I know, I know at this point in my career, maybe I should be advancing on to more professional style batteries like a V-mount or D-tap or something like that, but I don't know. I'm loving the idea of this. It's nice and light, and it puts the exact weight that I need on my shoulder pad here. So I'm actually okay with this setup, other than the crazy SSD. But I also wanted to briefly talk about battery issues. I had a shoot today where I got to shoot on a Red Raven, and that got me thinking about batteries and cinema cameras in general. So the combo of the Red the Red battery with the Red Raven, you can only get a max 120 minutes out of that. So that's only 2 hours you can get with the Red Raven, and that's a cinema camera. So then I was just thinking, like, what is everyone going crazy about with the whole power issue with the BMPCC4K? But I get it. I guess people that are buying this camera are wanting to shoot weddings and live events with it. So I guess that makes sense. But I just wanted to throw that out there, just food for thought. As always, thanks for watching, and thanks to all my subscribers. We'll catch you next time. Peace.